pieces because obviously that will show up in the final burger. Now usually we process things in batches so you get a nice even texture. This time we're going to add all the shrimp to the processor because we want an uneven texture. We're going to process it so you have some bigger pieces and some smaller pieces, and that's going to take about 7 pulses. You can see the shrimp has a nice uneven texture with some bigger pieces that'll stand out, and those smaller pieces again act as a bit of a binder for the burger. So we're going to leave the shrimp there. We're going to turn our attention to the other flavorings in the burger. And we found a really nice binder that added moisture was mayonnaise. The mayonnaise added some well-needed fat to the burger. This is a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. So this is 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. Now we're going to add some salt. And this is 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And how much salt you add really depends on your shrimp. If you buy shrimp with salt as a preservative, you really want to just use 1/8 teaspoon. If you buy unprocessed shrimp that have no salt in it, you can go up a little bit. So this is 1/8 teaspoon black pepper and a pinch of cayenne. I'm just going to mix this together, make sure it's evenly distributed. Of course, we're going to add a little bit of herbs, 2 scallions, like that, into the bowl. And a little bit of parsley. You want about 2 tablespoons of fresh minced parsley. And of course, when you mince parsley, you definitely want to take the stems off the leaves because the stems can taste quite bitter. Would you mind giving that a good stir? There you go. All right, so now we're going to add the shrimp. We're going to use a big spatula to help mix it all together. And again, you really want to make sure that mayonnaise is pretty evenly incorporated throughout the shrimp. And then we're going to sprinkle the breadcrumbs over the top. Make sure there's no pockets of unmixed anything in this bowl. Nope, looks pretty good. So now I have a baking sheet. What you want to do is divide this into 4 even pieces. So you have 4 evenly sized burgers.
4 burgers?
4 burgers.
These are big burgers.
These are man burgers.
Wow.
So you just want to make sure the burgers are about the same size. That way they'll cook through at the same rate. That looks about even. And then we're just going to pick it up and shape it into a patty. And you want the patties to be about 1 inch thick. That way they'll get some grill marks before they cook through. And the way I like to make patties, especially because this mixture is a little sticky, I like using my thumb to help smooth out and round the edges so it's a nice even thickness. All right, so here's our last burger, and you can see they hold together really nicely, but we're going to want to chill them in the refrigerator for at least half an hour so they're nice and firm and they don't break apart on the grill during cooking. So I'm going to wash my hands, cover these with plastic, and put them in the fridge. All right, so the shrimp burgers are chilling in the fridge, and I'm going to make a quick sauce to go on top. So this is 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and we're going to mix it with 1/2 cup of sour cream, so it's not too mayonnaise heavy. To this, we're going to add a tablespoon of cilantro, 1 minced garlic clove, 4 teaspoons of minced chipotle and adobo sauce. So it's going to be a little on the spicy side, so maybe you might not want to use too much.
Do I get to control the amount of sauce in my burger, or then I'm okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
A little bit of lime juice. This is 2 teaspoons of lime juice and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're just going to mix this together and let it sit and let the flavors meld while the burgers finish chilling and while we cook the burgers on the grill.
When you want to jazz up a glass of water or brew a fruity cocktail, drink infusers promise to help. Now they all work by keeping the produce in a little cage compartment to flavor the drink while making it easy to clean up. We tried 3 pitchers and 1 flavor infusing ball that you could put into any container. And they were priced from $6 for the ball up to $40 for one of these pitchers. First problem, this tiny ball barely holds any fruit, and yet it's too big to fit into the opening of most of the pitchers we had in the test kitchen. Forget that one. That left the pitchers. This one makes you take out the infusing column every time before you can pour. What a bad idea. It's a drippy mess. This one's lid fell off half the time when we poured a drink. Not good. And that left this one. It's called the Primula Flavor It Beverage System. It's $29.99. Holds nearly twice the fruit of these other ones, giving you much better flavor. It pours well, and this pitcher is really nice and slim to fit into the fridge door. You also get extra attachments for brewing tea or chilling drinks. But do you really need it? Sure, it works and you can have some fun with it, but tossing fruit into a plain old pitcher also works just fine. And now for something we really like. When you have a bottle of wine that you want to chill down fast or you want to keep it cool on a warm day, you can use an ice bucket. We found something even better. This is called the Metricane Rabbit Wine Chilling Carafe. It's a glass carafe with a stainless steel insert that holds the ice to chill your wine from the inside out, like an inside out ice bucket. It can hold the contents of a standard 750 milliliter bottle, and it kept our wine perfectly chilled for an hour and a half. It even chilled a room temperature bottle to 50 degrees in 15 minutes. Now you can pour right from the carafe. The silicone collar gives you a nice firm grip. And you can also use this for iced tea or juice. For $49.95, it's a clever way to keep drinks cool.
All right, so these shrimp patties have been chilling for at least 30 minutes and they're ready for the grill. I've been heating the grill up on high for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna use a grill brush and scrape off any gunk that's left on there. And then I'm gonna take a wad of paper towels and a bowl of vegetable oil, and I'm going to oil the grill grates 10 or 12 times. Now I'm going to brush the patties with a little bit of vegetable oil. And if these patties have been sitting for a while in the refrigerator and they look like some condensation has built up on them, don't hesitate to pat them dry.
The oil is just to make it non-stick or to help get some browning
A
too?
little bit of both. Just going to flip them over, oil the second side. All right, so these are ready for the grill. The grill's nice and hot and oiled. Now I'm going to turn the burners down to medium-high all the way across the board. We're going to grill them over medium-high heat for the whole time. And there's going to be about 5 to 7 minutes on each side. And so I'm going to put the lid down to help trap some of that heat. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes, and here I'm going to check the burgers. And I like to use 2 spatulas, one to flip and one to catch. Ah, gorgeous. All right, so lid down again. We're going to cook it for another 5 to 7 minutes. And I want to just point out how non-stick those were on the grill because I oiled it so well.
We are proud of you as much as you are proud of yourself. I just want you to know that.
I'll take it. So those burgers have been on the second side for about 5 minutes, and we're looking for an internal temperature of about 140 degrees. Oh, these look good, don't they?
Well, they smell good. They look good.
So those burgers have been resting for 5 minutes, and it's time to
I'm
eat.
well aware of how long they've been resting. Thank you very much.
And the thing about these burgers is I find they taste better when the bun is a little on the firmer side. Sauce.
Thank you.
Oh, that looks good.
This violates the never eat anything bigger than your head rule, though. Oh, boy.
That's good.
You know, I was surprised because I thought I was going to bite into something a little rubbery and tough, because that's been my experience. I love burgers, but this is at least as good.
Yep.
I mean, it's more interesting, actually.
It is
The
more
texture's more
interesting.
interesting. The flavor's more interesting. Great sauce on top.
Yep, and it's a nice change of pace from a regular beef burger.
This is good. The secrets to a great Southern-style shrimp burger is to start with 1.5 pounds of shrimp, coarsely pulsed it, so some of it was fine, some was more coarse. A little breadcrumbs in there, and also mayonnaise as well. Chilled them for a little bit. Meanwhile, made a sauce, which is mayonnaise, sour cream, and then a little bit of chipotle, which added a bunch of zest. Grilled them over medium-high heat for just a few minutes. And there you have it, from America's Test Kitchen to your kitchen. A really interesting recipe and delicious for Southern shrimp burgers. You can get this recipe, all the recipes from this season of the show, our equipment ratings, taste tests, of course, and you can watch selected episodes on our website, which is americastestkitchen.com. I would rush out and make this recipe.